Live League Game of the Day, featuring EILXA as Andy versus Truniht as Rachel.
Welcome back to the channel, everybody. Semi-original guy here, aka Mr. Cannon from Advanced Wars by Web, bringing you another Live League Game of the Day. Today, folks, we have a user or player submitted matchup here today, folks. We have a game on the legendary map Ball Twister MK3000. Whoa. And what a map it is, folks. This is a triple base, airport, and comm tower supported matchup with a whole lot of potential for interrupting. Whole lot of potential for interrupting indeed, folks. Basically, this entire line all the way down the middle here, that is interrupt territory, folks. Anything over here can be easily interrupted if you play your cards right. Now, we have ourselves a match between Truniht and EILXA. Two very strong Live League players indeed. I've had the privilege of fighting both of these people. They're both very strong. You gotta watch out for these guys, folks. You gotta watch out for them. They're dangerous. Dangerous people. And what do you do with dangerous people? Well, you do what you can, folks. You do what you can. Now, when we take a look at this map, folks, it is definitely one of those strong side versus weak side dynamics, folks. These two bases here are going to be responsible for, one, capturing each other, and then two, deploying to the corner and deploying towards the middle. So these bases are going to be primarily responsible for grabbing all of this territory right here, while this lone base is going to be coming over here and desperately trying to hold on while applying as much pressure as it possibly can over here. Now, this lone base can be backed up with this base right here, which can assist in attacking the comm tower region, but that will also leave this solo base alone to fight a solo base over here. So this map has many possibilities to it, folks, but the other thing is you also have to send an infantry all the way around here to capture yourself a good old-fashioned airport. Then you can start busting out air units, which can start helping in the front lines, but the air units do take a very long time to, one, get captured, two, be deployed, three, get to the front lines. So this match is most likely going to be won through the sheer power of direct combat vehicle units. Now, you can build some indirects on this map and it's okay, but there's a lot of front shifting that can potentially happen here, and tanks are just much better front shifters. But with a CEO like Rachel, you do want to stall quite a bit, but Andy also wants to stall, but Andy doesn't want to stall in this situation. Andy wants to be aggressive in this situation. So it's going to be a good one, folks. I'm excited. You're excited. We're all excited. Without further ado, let's go ahead and see what went down in the Live League today. You know, folks, I don't necessarily believe in coincidences so much. Some things are coincidences, but some things, you know, sometimes the universe is just telling you something. Right now, the universe is telling me that Rachel is just Sturm. She is just Sturm in another body. Perhaps this hat that Rachel wears is actually the hat of Sturm, repurposed and retailored to look like an orange star hat. Because everybody knows that canonically Sturm is powered by his hat. It just makes sense, folks. Think about it. Look back to the cutscenes of Advanced Wars, especially the reboot camp cutscenes, and you will see that Hawk uses his Black Storm on Sturm. But what can Blackstorm not do? Blackstorm cannot finish off a unit. It can almost finish off a unit, but it can't finish it off. And he uses the Blackstorm on Sturm. And you know what survives? Sturm's hat. Which is basically saying that Sturm was the hat all along. And the hat is the thing that holds all the power. And you know what else holds all the power? Standard infantry builds. Because you got to get the infantry on the field, folks. It's the #1 priority in Advanced Wars by Web. #2 priority in Advanced Wars by Web, folks. Make sure you like and subscribe to the channel for all that hot live league action. Standard deployments, folks. That's all we got going on here. It would appear that Truniht may or may not be making a play. Might be making a play over here, folks. Nobody's going for that early recon, though. That's something that nobody's going for. But Truniht is making a play towards the city up north, which is right by the airport. So maybe he's planning on going early air units. He could potentially forego the capture of the city and then jump immediately to the airport. And then immediately start being able to bust out those air units very quickly. Now, if you can get the air units out really quick like that, maybe they can be pretty good. But personally, I don't really think it's too worth it. Like I said, I think this game is won by land units more than it is air units. So, gotta get that income first, folks. Gotta get that income. Now, tank out of the middle. I like the tank out of the middle. Tank out of the middle, I think, is like the best place for the tank. Mainly just because it can go into the center and then just decide to attack whatever front it wants. Then, you know, if your opponent responds in a certain way, you might just be able to run circles around them. It's one of the things you could do with the early recon in this game, in this map too, folks. If you build the early recon, you send it to the middle. The recon can attack north, it can attack south. If your opponent buys a tank, then your recon manages to get a few free hits before it's even close to being hit. So, very cool indeed. Alrighty. Ooh, artillery. Got the old artillery on the field here, folks. A true Truniht move. True Truniht move. He loves the artillery, folks. Gotta get the artillery on the field. Now, I've gone into minor detail on my opinions of artillery in Live League. I think artillery are fantastic in Live League. I think we need more artillery in Live League. They make your opponent think. And when your opponent's thinking, they're wasting time. And Live League is all about time, folks. Making somebody waste time is a valid strategy. So, beautiful stuff. Alright, tank going down south. So, Truniht now, spreading the forces, folks. Spreading the forces like butter all around this place. Got the tank up north, got the tank down south, got the arty in the middle. Locking down the property right here. Very cool. Now, what is Truniht going to do? Or not Truniht, what is EILXA going to do? No free shots, unfortunately. Tank came in clutch. Came in clutch right here, folks. Could have had a free shot right here, but not anymore. That cultist is safe. Now, I don't know if they're actually cultists. I think it's something to do with space. But to me, they're cultists. They're definitely cultists. Oh my, oh my lord. Oh my lord. I thought he was going to go for it for a second, folks. I thought he was going to go for it, but he didn't. He almost went for that infantry. You could tell he was thinking about it. Yeah, you could tell that he was thinking about that for sure. Oops. Yeah, he was thinking about it, man. He was thinking about it. He didn't go for it, though, so good for him. Good for him. Good resilience. But he gets the comm tower denied, which is very unfortunate. Second tank up north. And now, Truniht putting the tank on the comm tower, which is also guarded by an artillery, so yeah, that can't be attacked. I mean, it could be attacked, but it's not a good idea. You don't want to be attacking that. Oh my god, EILXA. EILXA is going in for the attacks, man. He doesn't care. He's like, I've had enough of this. What am I looking for? What's the word I'm looking for? I don't know. He's had enough of it, though. Whatever it is, man, he's had enough of it. Had enough of this disrespect. There we go. That's good enough. Goes in for the artillery attack, folks. Denies that capture. That infantry is sitting at 6. That infantry is sitting at 3. That one's sitting at 3. And that one's sitting at 0 because it has been eliminated. EILXA elimination. Very unfortunate. Up north, there's another infantry that has been eliminated too. Now, that's what you got to do against Andy, folks. Some COs, you know, you can let them survive with multiple weak units. And you're perfectly fine, but not Andy. Andy, you got to finish those units off, folks. The vast majority of people in Advanced Wars will tell you and know that you cannot let an Andy unit survive. It is not a good idea. So, fantastic plays over here from Truniht. He obviously understands the assignment. He knows what's up. But EILXA, he knows what's up too, man. He's not gonna take this line down. He's moving in deep, multiple KOs over here. And is actually taking the lead in overall unit count, sitting at 24 to 20. Truniht, 18 properties per turn. EILXA, 18 properties per turn. Not a single player in this entire game has captured a comm tower. There are no comm towers being captured. Well, there is a comm tower being captured, but it's not captured. And I'm pretty sure it's still got a little ways to go here. Yeah, it's sitting at 10, folks. Sitting at 10. That guy's not being captured anytime soon. Now, Truniht. If I was Truniht, I'd be taking out a tank this turn, folks. Without a doubt, going to be taking out a tank. Oh my god, he's going to be taking out 2 tanks, folks. There's 1 tank down right now. 1 tank's down. 2 tanks down. Oof. Utter devastation, folks. Utter devastation. Now, despite the fact that you're ahead in unit count temporarily, losing 2 tanks in 1 turn, folks. Losing 2 tanks in 1 turn is an absolutely devastating thing to happen, especially when you can't force your opponent to lose a tank in response as well. EILXA, he might not be able to break this line. He might not be able to go up and attack here. Now, obviously, there is a way to break the line. It's not overly difficult. All you have to do is attack with this infantry right here, and then boom, you broke a line right there. But is it worth it? Debatable. Probably not. But let's see what he decides to do, folks. He's going to go for the healthier of the 2. Oh my god. My god, what is this man doing? What is he doing? Oh my god. Very interesting. Very interesting indeed. Plus we got another tank. We got fat missile baits right now, folks. Huge missile baits, and I don't like it. I don't like it very much, folks. This is dangerous. This is danger territory. Truniht is very close to being able to have a co-power here. Now, I don't know if he's necessarily going to be able to get the co-power, folks. So if we take a little gander over here, you know, he's got like 14,000, basically, like 13,650 left to go. So he's probably not going to be able to get the co-power, but you never know. You know, I don't think he's going to get it though. But very dangerous indeed. Bringing the tanks back for the heals, though, folks. That is what Rachel is all about. Uses the 3 HP tank. Or was it 4 HP? I don't know. But he uses it to interrupt the capture of a property up north. Now, if EILXA wanted to, could just pop the good old-fashioned, simple hyper repair. Be guaranteed this property. That will guarantee him the income lead in the days to come. But is it worth it to pop a hyper repair for something as simple as that? Some may say yes, some may say no. All I'm gonna say is Clone Andy needs to be introduced to Advanced Wars by Web, folks. Get the Clone Andy in Advanced Wars by Web. Some of you may have thought that I've forgotten, but I have not forgotten. Get Clone Andy in the game. Devs, do it. Alright, got another tank hit over here. Ooh. Interesting. Alright, folks. Okay, so we have ourselves a move right here. Going in for an attack. tops hyper upgrade. But there's a missile. There's a missile. And it is coming. It is coming, folks. This is so dangerous. Absolutely dangerous. What do we do? What do we do against the missile? That's the real question. Oh my god, this missile is gonna... Oh my god. I mean, EILXA is getting so many nice KOs right now. Like, I'm not gonna lie, he's getting nice KOs. Bust out the battlecopter, another tank. This might not be too bad, actually. You know what? He did a pretty significant amount of damage here. Truniht, by bringing his tanks up north here, kind of took them out of the fight down south. So... And he's also going to have to get rid of this infantry. This infantry needs to move. If the infantry moves, there's going to be a guaranteed missile right here. And then there will probably... The infantry missile is probably going to hit here, is my guess. And then... If this guy moves, this might be the cluster hit as well. This might end up being the cluster. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, the cluster hit'll here. It's going to hit these two. So this is probably going to hit a 2. This is going to hit a 1 right here. That's my prediction, folks. I'm not going to do any major counting or nothing. That's my prediction. This guy's got to get out of the way, though. If he gets out of the way, then that's what's going to happen. So let's see. What? Oh my god. So all three of them hit here. Oh, that's devastating. What? Okay, so hold on. So they all hit right here. Interesting. So 2 hit here, 1 hits up here. I thought they would have hit here. I mean, as far as I know, like, I'm pretty sure Rachel's Super Co-Power is supposed to do like a typewriter style, right? But maybe this is just like coded to be way more value. Like, I don't know. I don't know, folks. I don't know. But all I know, what I definitely do know, is that hurt. That hurt quite a bit. And the infantry got destroyed. Ah, what a dork. Sucks to have happen, though, folks. Absolutely sucks to have happen. But you know what? Whatever. Whatever. It was funny. Oh my god. But the thing is here, folks. Truniht, while he got some nice, respectable KOs this turn, he didn't do like a super large amount of damage. Like, he did some damage here. I'm not saying it's not good, but I think it could have been more. And the fact that the tanks down south survived, they can retreat and then be turned into hyper upgrade stuff later. Like, it could potentially still go very poorly here. But oh my god, EILXA is moving in with the 2 HP tank to attack. What is this man doing? This man's out of control. All right, so he's bringing some of them back. Okay. Yeah, this man's out of control. Absolutely out of control. What are you doing? Absolute madness. All right, goes in for the interrupt, folks. And then up north, these tanks are coming down. They're coming down hard. That's got the clear. Wow. That got a clear too. Dang. That's some hefty damage. Hefty damage up north, folks. Like, Trunit's position in the center is looking mighty fine. This is a mighty fine position over here. But he's almost out of time, folks. He's down to 3 minutes. And 21 seconds. Not a whole lot of time. And he's got no comm tower. And he's only got 18,000 funds. Like, EILXA is dominating the funds game right now. And he's going to attack that artillery, folks. Like, cannot be stopped. It is a well-known fact that Advanced Wars by Web players will treat the artillery like an AI will treat an APC. They have to go for it. If they don't go for it, it's like something is just like not quite right. You know, it doesn't feel right not attacking an artillery when it's right there. Like, it has to be done. Lots of people can bait folks with artillery in that sense, folks, but you know, these players are far too good to just allow themselves to be baited. You know? Oh my god. I like the fact that Truniht just failed these luck rolls over here. That is very interesting. Like, very interesting. Loses a tank right there, but it's such good hyper upgrade fodder. Like, is it gonna happen? That's the question. Like, can we get a hyper upgrade? I don't know. I don't think so. No, at this point. Oh my god, he's popping hyper repair, folks. Oh my lord. Oh my lord. Pops. Clone Andy for advanced source by web. This is what it's all about. This is what I'm talking about right here. Pops the mid-turn hyper repair. What is this man doing? What is he thinking? What is the plan? Absolute devastation. Absolute devastation. But what can Truniht do in response? Like, Truniht is going to get the Super Co-Power this turn. If he wants the Super Co-Power, he's got the Super Co-Power. Like, that is without a doubt. And if he pops it, which he's going to, oh my god, it's going to do so much damage. Where is it going to hit, though? I'm not even going to bother calculating this one, because I was so far off with the last one. Well, I wasn't that far off, but I was a little bit far off. Trunit's down to 16 units, though. And he's going to use the missile after attacking, so it's going to be way less effective. Oh my god, I say it's going to be way less effective, and then flipping 3 missiles fall on the same spot. Oh my god. Absolutely brutal. Brutal. A brutal display of power right there. But despite that, EILXA's value stays strong, folks. 60,400 to 63,600. He is holding in. It's absolutely great. Absolutely great. Oh, the 1 HP tank coming in for a big old shot. That's what I'm talking. That's what I'm talking about. 1 HP tanks. Let's go. All right, getting that DPS. Every DPS is a DPS. It's beautiful. Manages to stop the capture of the comm tower too, folks. The Truniht, he's not going to be having that additional firepower. Not this turn. Maybe next turn he might have it, but not this turn. 2 HP infantry takes out the 1 HP tank. Very unfortunate. Very unfortunate for the tank, but fantastic for Truniht. Feeling definitely super good about that one. Oh, and the artillery gets taken down to 5 as well. Ooh. Ooh. Brutal. Absolutely brutal. Oh. And then he even puts artillery in range of it. So the Artie's got a choice now. He can stand here and he can shoot. And he'll blow up. And that's the only option. That's the only option he's got. He can run away, right? He can run away, but that's a coward's game. Nobody wants to run away. He's going to stand there and fight the entire time. Without a doubt, this man's not going to run away. He's going to take the shot. 100% he's going to take the shot, right? He's going to take the shot. He pops the hyper repair, folks. And then he takes the shot. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. We don't run away in this world. We pop hyper repairs and we take the flipping shot. That's beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Love to see it. And the battlecopters, man. The battlecopters are coming in. 24 units to 17 now. 92,300 value to Trunit's. A 67,100 value in 17 units. And no comm towers. Absolutely no comm towers on this map, folks. He's got no extra firepower. But what he does have is direct combat tank strikes on roads from comm towers. He may not have the comm tower, folks. Well, he has the comm tower now, but he may not have had the comm tower before, folks. But he's got that direct combat regardless. But yeah, now he's got the comm tower, so he's feeling pretty good. Did he cap the comm tower before he went in for that attack, though? That's the big question. Oh my god. Truniht. What a gamer. Everybody knows that real gamers don't cap comm tower until after you do all your attacks. That's that's what it's all about, folks. Beautiful. Absolute cinema. All right. Nice. All right. Day 17, folks. It is now EILXA's turn. He's got 21,500 funds in the bank. You know what you can buy with 21,500 funds, folks? You can buy the classiest unit in Advanced Wars by Web. You can buy the classy medium tank if you so choose to spice up your life. But you can also buy 3 tanks, which is also pretty nice. 3 tanks is pretty good, folks. I'm not going to lie to you. If you can't get the classiest unit in Advanced Wars by Web, you might as well get 3 tanks. Or a mega tank. You can buy a mega tank too, but you don't have that kind of funds yet. Ain't got that much money yet, folks, but whoa. Ooh, EILXA. He's going in so hard right now. Like, he just absolutely crushed this side over here, folks. The strong side is overtaking the weak side. Truniht, he doesn't really have too many options here. One thing he could potentially do, like I said, with EILXA, with the amount of funds that he had, he can bust out the classiest unit in Advanced Wars by Web. He can bust out the medium tank right now, and that would put a stop to this push. Because there's a lot of tanks over here. There's a lot of tanks. But the Super Co-Power could also potentially put an end to that. So we'll see. We'll see where it hits. Boom. Alright, so less devastating than last time, but it definitely does do a big hit all the way up this line here, right? Yeah, all the way up the line. Managed to hit pretty much everything over here. But nothing is really, like, super injured. Like, he can KO this. He can KO this. But that's it. That's really all that he can KO. Like, he might be able to... No, he can't even loop... Or he can't even do a wraparound over here. Interesting. So he's going to get maybe 2 tank KOs over here. And that's it. That's all he's going to be able to take. Oh, well, 1, 2, 3, I guess. Wait, was that... Did that 7 just take out... The full HP takes out a 7? I don't know about that one. I don't know. That seems kind of sussy. Little sussy. Alright, well, obviously, Truniht managed to figure out that you can take out many more than just 2 or 3 tanks, which is great. That's why he's one of the best Live League players out there, folks. Truniht, absolute gem. One of a kind over here, folks. Smart man with smart plays, but can he survive the hyper upgrades or the hyper repairs, folks? Clone Andy for Advanced Wars by Web. I'm gonna say it again, folks. He needs to be in Advanced Wars by Web. Like, these hyper repairs are just absolutely massive. And you know what? They're kind of coming in clutch. I mean, they are keeping the army alive. They're doing exactly what they need to do right now, folks. But Truniht, he's also doing what he needs to do. And that's bust out the classiest unit in Advanced Wars by Web, folks. Classic medium tank has finally made his appearance here on day whatever we're on. I don't even know, folks. I think it's close to day 20. So, oh no, I pressed the wrong button. But as you can see, the units, they moved. So that's all we need to know, folks. It's day 19. Delicious. Day 19, folks. Got a battlecopter moving up now. Oh, spooky stuff. Just in time for the spooky season. EILXA's not going for the medium tank, man. He's not going for the classiest unit in Advanced Wars. He's already busted out a tank. Double Artie. He's going for that Artie push. He's going to be destroying the medium tank through sheer domination of range combat. That's what he's doing. Now, is Truniht going to bust out another medium tank? That would be absolutely cool. That's what I hope happens right now. He's got to do it. Please. No. He busts out a battlecopter. Absolutely sad. It could have been so good. He could have just started. He could have just started medium tank spamming. Oh, it would have been so good, so good. But he didn't do it. So now we're all sad. Now we're all sad and disappointed. Like, EILXA's being so aggressive here. Like, holy macaroni and cheese, man. He's just diving deep into the territory of Truniht, not letting him have any breathing room. He even base skips. No, he doesn't base skip. It just took a minute to load up the anti-air. Oh, my lord. Battlecopter down, infantry down, anti-air up north, and a battlecopter coming. There was one unit up north, and now there's 4. The classy medium tank has basically stopped the push. He stopped the push, folks. He joins the tanks together in order to get a fresh tank too. Very nice. It's Truniht. He joins these tanks. As you know, Rachel does get that additional +1 healing factor. So this is going to be a full HP tank if it's not taken out next turn. This guy's gone though. Without a doubt. EILXA is going to automatically target it, right? Yeah. That's what I'm talking about. Get rid of them. Artillery. The APCs of human players. That's exactly what they are. Another battlecopter on the field. This is looking pretty good. It's looking pretty good for Mr. EILXA. He's ahead by a lot of units. But, I mean, Truniht, he's Rachel, man. He's Rachel. Like, Rachel can do anything. Sturm Light, folks. Sturm Light. It's out day 22. But EILXA's captured a property. He's sitting at 22,000 income, folks. And that's a lot of money. That is a lot of money. And he's pushing. He's pushing up even further. Is this battlecopter in range of the anti-air? It is. What's going on here? That's tricky. Oh my god, and he's attacking the flipping base. Like, he's showing no respect right now. Absolutely no respect. And he flipping pops the covering fire. Hits, like, the main bulk of the army, but also hits the side army. Oh my god. Like, insane amounts of damage. He just took out, like... he took out, like, almost the entire force of EILXA over here. But Andy... he just keeps coming back, folks. He keeps coming back. He's got the super co-power. Like, he's gonna have it. Like, right now. Right now. Not yet. Now. No. Now. There it is, folks. Look at this value. Look at the value change, folks. 63,500 value. Boom. To 87,400 value. Still 20 units on the field. Like, he's gonna just begin to just wipe up this entire set. And that's it. It's over. It's over. Just like that, folks. Oh my gosh. EILXA has defeated Truniht in single combat. What an absolutely crazy game between these two. Kind of a little back and forth, but what really happened here, folks, what really happened is just Truniht, when he uses the missiles, he just could not capitalize on it. He could not capitalize on those missile hits. And sometimes that's a thing, you know. Sometimes Rachel players will get a little bit too aggressive, and mid-turn missiles, while they can be a really good thing, sometimes they're not. Sometimes waiting and popping a missile when you know that you have a really good attack, or using the missile as a way to bait your opponent into retreating so that you can get a better position. All these things can definitely play a factor in your Rachel play, but Truniht knows all this. He knows all this. EILXA just played a fantastic game and managed to defeat him today. What a match. What a match, folks. Clone Andy for Advanced by Web. Hopefully you all enjoyed. If you did, consider leaving a like, comment, or subscribe to the channel, folks. I will see you on the next one. Take care of yourselves, and bye-bye for now.